As part of Fáilte Ireland's supports on driving domestic sales, optimizing direct sales conversions through digital, this video gives you some practical tips on content post-COVID-19. The content on your website requires significant updates to reflect the current and evolving situation in relation to COVID-19. It's important to review what content you have in place and make a plan for making the necessary changes. So let's get started. So here are the main content considerations we want to go through in this video. We are open. You want to let people know you are open and you're ready for business. What COVID safety measures you've implemented, you want to make this clear on your website. Setting expectations of the experience, you want to make sure they know the experience is still going to be great. Booking with confidence, you want potential customers to feel comfortable booking with you by providing some reassurance around important areas such as cancellation of the booking. And finally, other media on your website that needs to be reviewed. So let's go through each area. Don't assume that everyone knows you're open. Unless you give people a clear indication that you're open on your website, they may assume you are not. The Epic Museum in Dublin has a very clear notice on the front page that they are reopening and they have a clear call to action to get people to book tickets. You need to make it very clear what you want people to do now that you are open or opening soon. And a book tickets call to action is a great example of this. The Castlecomer Discovery Park have created a blog post which talks about their phased opening. The blog post gives them an opportunity to share more details of what their phased opening entails. I also like it's not all doom and gloom. They have a picture of a happy child and their title mentions fun and fresh air. You want to share details of safety, but you also want to come across excited and energetic to spur your audience into action. This could be part of their trip of a lifetime they will never forget. Another way of letting people know you're open is having a welcome back offer. One of the offers here is within a page on a website, and the other offer pops up when someone is leaving the website. Now, not everyone likes pop-ups, but they do work. If you're going to use a pop-up, I'd advise you to use an exit intent pop-up, which means it only pops up when someone is leaving the website. This is a great way of capturing attention. You need to let people know it's going to be safe, but you don't want the safety message to cloud the overall message. Like a big flashing yellow COVID-19 banner is definitely not the way to go. In this example, Wilderness Ireland have a section on their website which mentions COVID-19 with a link to find out more about what they're doing about it. It's nicely designed and suits the design of the website. You want a notice like this to be visible but not standing out too much. Hotel Killarney provides information about what is good to know before their guests arrive. For example, they provide information on what is open, how the experience has changed, and what is closed. This is great information because people need to understand what it's going to be like with the changes implemented for COVID-19. Ramoy's restaurant makes it clear they are open and they're following the HSE guidelines. HSE carries a lot of influence, so this adds credibility. Following guidelines from a reputable source or getting your safety reviewed by a reputable source will give people an extra level of confidence. Young's Pub created a great video which showed all the safety measures they put in place. By watching the video, this gives great confidence they have taken this seriously. They say they're looking forward to opening soon, but only when it's safe to do so. They give people confidence that safety measures are in place by talking about ordering responsibly. You can use the app they provided to book tables, view menus, order directly to the table, click and collect. You can also pay responsibly by using the app they provide. They have all this set up for their bars so people can distance responsibly also. Setting expectations is really important. This hotel in Korea shows details of how staff follow safety procedures in their videos. This is great to satisfy the nervous buyer. Don't forget to check out the operational guidelines for reopening on the Fáilte Ireland Business Supports Hub. These guidelines are full of valuable information. You want to convince people it is safe, but they will also have a great experience. You need to help put the destination on the radar by sharing information on all the great things to do while the visitor is in the area. It's more important than ever to have a dedicated page on your website to display this type of information. For example, if you're in an attraction, list out accommodation in the area and other attractions and activities in the area. And of course, you need to have a crystal clear offer that ideally is defined in one line, and you mention what is included in the offer and what are the details, for example, group size, price, etc. Make sure to check out the other video supports on reshaping the experience and presenting the offer. Outdoor activities is definitely an area that people have a strong interest, so make sure to share details of this. Inch House does a great job of sharing packages of things to do and see in the area. You select a section you are interested in, click a link, and then you can get to see more details specific to that area. I'm already thinking there will be plenty to do with my kids in this location. You want to make sure that when people are thinking of booking, you remove any concerns they have. They should be able to book with confidence. G Adventures does this nicely by adding a whole page to answer all the COVID-19 related questions. A sales objection is a concern a potential buyer has that often stops them buying. A frequently asked question list is a great way to discuss these issues. TravelFlex make it obvious they have a flexible booking policy. You need to make that clear. What happens if your customer has to cancel? Will they get their money back? People are nervous because restrictions for COVID-19 may change, so make sure to reassure them. There are other small things you can do that can make the difference between somebody buying and not buying. For example, on this booking page, there is no mention of the refund or cancellation policy. Why Book With Us could be expanded to add an additional line about this. You also need to review other content on your website, such as imagery, video, blog content, and terms and conditions. In this example, we see an image of before and after COVID-19 in a pub. Just make sure that the after picture still sells a good experience. Here's another example in a restaurant, and you can see the after picture has chefs who are taking precautions because of COVID-19. And an example in an attraction where the staff are cleaning down the equipment. This would probably be under the page about safety for your business. In this example, the business has created a new blog post that is relevant to COVID-19, and I like the way the image demonstrates social distancing. On the same website, they've created a great image which informs people about social distancing on a walking or cycling trail. Demonstrating that you are encouraging your visitors to follow social distancing guidelines also gives your potential buyers more comfort that they will also be safe. In this example, the video has been updated to include COVID-19 related messaging, but it's done with smart messaging. I like the message dual sport is the natural antivirus. It's also important not to send the wrong message. Having a picture of a crowded pub or frightening people off so they're worried they're not going to have an enjoyable experience is not a good thing to do. And finally, here's a nice picture of a museum who put up protection between the staff and the customer, but they've made it more interesting and quirky by using a picture frame. Okay, so now we'd like you to take action, and we have 3 actions for you to take. The first one is go through the reassurance checklist we provide as part of this video. The second then is to work out exactly what content you need to change and prioritize those changes. And the third action, of course, is to implement the changes. The reassurance content checklist to support this video is located here on the Fáilte Ireland website. Thanks for watching, and I hope you implement some of the tactics shared to drive more revenue for your business.